Okay, so we had a video problem after the first raise. I'm going to tell you what the steps were. It wasn't super detailed that I don't think just telling you about it will make any difference. So we got the dough in the bowl and it was allowed to raise for about an hour. Basically, you're looking for the amount of dough to double in size. And the reason that is the yeast are little organisms. They generate carbon dioxide as they eat, and it grows gas bubbles. The gas is what causes the bread to raise. So after the first hour, we were doubled in size. I dumped the dough onto the counter, gave it a quick knead, about 20 to 30 seconds, formed it back in a ball, put it back in the bowl, and put it back covered with the dish towel to raise a second time. The texture of it will have changed. It went from the kind of tacky dough when we first put it in to the silky smooth. It's the texture of it is just wonderful to feel. And so now we're on the second raise, and when that's done, we'll be back. Okay, it's been an hour and a half since our last raise, and take a look at that. That is some awesome bread dough. So now we're going to form it into what we want. You can do loaves, the traditional challah bread, which is a braided loaf. I'm going to make rolls. So I'm going to start off, once again, I'm using just some foil pans. I'm going to give them a spray with some oil. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need at least two. And what I'm going to start off with, I'm going to punch it, get the dough to collapse. We got one more raise to go on this. And then you'll just pinch off a piece. Let me swap positions. Pinch off a piece. I'm just going to make round rolls. So I'm going to roll it onto itself until I get a ball, and I'm going to put that in the corner. And I'm just going to continue doing this until I get all of the dough done. Try to get them about the same size, but it doesn't matter too much. So one of the things I like about bread, other than the fact that it tastes so good, you can get a lot of other stuff done. Those raises, it's nice. You don't have to do anything, and actually I ran a bunch of errands during the one raise, and came back and dough was ready to get kneaded, so works well. I say just make round balls, stick them in the pan. Okay, we're back. As you can see, I've got all the dough made into little rolls. I got one pan a little larger size than the other. Not going to matter. They'll raise up and be just perfectly good. Before we get them going on the final raise, we need to start with an egg wash on them. So this is one egg with some water added, and something my mom taught me is crack the egg and then use half the shell, the one half of the shell, fill that with water and add it, and that gives you a really nice egg wash. So just using a fork, get that nicely beat up. And we're going to come in with our brush and we're just going to lightly brush all of these. We're going to do this again right before we put them in the oven, but we start off with a nice egg wash. And now after we get this done and we cover them back up with the dish towel and set them to raise, now would be the time to finally turn the oven on. And we're going to be baking these at 375. So preheat your oven to 375. And you can do both trays at the same time. We'll get more into that when it's time to put them in the oven. Okay, we're going to put the rest of the egg wash in the fridge because we're going to need it later. And I'll be back when this is ready to go into the oven. Okay, there you can see they've raised very nicely. That was about another hour. So again, just a quick rebrushing of the egg wash. And then we're going to put them in the oven, again 375, for about 40 minutes. And doing 2 trays at a time, what usually works the best is set the timer for 20 minutes. Have the racks in the middle parts of the oven, and after 20 minutes rotate the trays top to bottom, front to back. That way everything is baked equally and comes out really nice. The egg wash gives just a really pretty golden brown color on top of the rolls. And as you can see, they did raise together, so these type rolls, you get them out of the pan and just pull them apart. Alright, so there you go. We'll see you in about 40 minutes. So there you have it. It's been just about 40 minutes and the rolls are done. They're gorgeous golden brown. And I'm going to let them cool a little in the tray and then pull them apart. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you enjoyed the bread. We'll talk to you later. Bye from Katie's Kitchen.